radio and television is looking at a mortgage rate of 8%.
Yeah, just this week, the average mortgage rate in this country on a 30-year fixed loan hit a stunning 8%. It's the highest that it's been since 2000.
Yeah,
And look at this, 792. We are nearing 8% on the 30-year fixed after a couple of months at 7+.
Alright, so guys, in today's video, I want to talk about why buying real estate in 2024 is the worst financial decision you could ever make. And no, this isn't some sort of clickbait video where I'm going to provide no valuable information or advice, but instead I'm going to show you exactly what you can do in today's real estate market to make money without the need to buy any property or go hundreds of thousands of dollars into debt like 99% of people. So let's first talk about what happened in the past 4 years. Now, it's important to know all the numbers when it comes to real estate so you can further identify if there's an opportunity. Now, there's a saying that goes, what gets measured gets improved, and that's exactly what we're going to do right now. So looking back at 2020, exactly before we had to wear these things to cover our faces, the average property in 2020 was $330,000 and interest rates were about 3.4%. So let's say you're trying to buy a triplex for $330,000. And then let's say you're going to use an FHA loan to live in one of the units and then rent out the other two. So at those rates with a 3.5% down FHA loan, your monthly payment, including all fees, PMI, everything would have been about $1,800 per month. So $1,800 a month at a 3.4% interest rate, making anywhere from $70,000 to $80,000 per year. At the time, banks wouldn't have hesitated to give you that loan. Now let's compare that to the real estate market today. In 2024, the average home price is $410,000 and interest rates are now hovering around 6.87%. If we were to use that same example with a 3.5% down FHA loan, your mortgage is looking at around $3,000 per month without PMI, and with PMI, you're looking around $3,200 per month including it. So with that number in mind, if you were to try and qualify for that mortgage, to be conservative, you want your payment to be about 30% of your monthly income max. Or in other words, you'd be wanting to make around $120,000 per year minimum. And that's where the entire dream to own real estate starts fading out. Because let me ask you this question. What percent of people living in America do you think are bringing home $120,000 per year or more? So it looks like it's around 15.5% of Americans earn between anywhere from $100,000 to $150,000 per year, which you need to make to afford the average mortgage today. It's getting harder and harder to buy homes every single year. And of course, we don't know what's going to happen in the future or if feds are going to start lowering interest rates. But that doesn't mean that you should just wait around to see what happens, because sitting around on the sidelines is the last thing that you should be doing. Because even if interest rates go down and suddenly everyone in the world can buy a house, that doesn't mean you're going to become a millionaire overnight. And as a real estate investor myself who owns 47 rental properties across multiple states, I can tell you 100%, even if the stars aligned and rates started coming down, people would still end up barely making money from the properties they buy. And the reason is because real estate investing isn't only about property prices and interest rates. You also have to factor in things like doing a deep dive into market research, looking at selling prices, rental income, and also trending neighborhoods. You also have to hire the right team, like finding skilled contractors that are not going to rip you off. You also have to prepare for curveballs. Understanding the market, even in a perfect world, can be unpredictable. You also have to expect vacancy. Even if you struck a great deal, you can still face this. So as you can see, real estate investing involves a lot of moving variables, and it's definitely nowhere close to being as easy as other people portray it to be. Now, regardless of this, the perfect time to get into real estate is right now, even in a more recession trending market. Because the more knowledge and information and actual experience you accumulate right now will always be better than just sitting on the sidelines. Now, with that being said, there are a couple options you can exercise depending on how much free time and money you have. If you have more time than money, then you can go the wholesale route where you can try to connect sellers with buyers and get paid a commission for that. There are plenty of good videos on YouTube, and I recommend this one that you can check out after this video. But if you value your time more than money, or you can go the sub-2 route, there are a ton of sellers with 3 to 4% interest rates in 2024 that will be willing to sell you their property by assuming their mortgage. So instead of you going out and getting a new mortgage in today's rates, you can negotiate with the seller to let you pay for their mortgage, and then you just assign yourself as a new owner of the property. And of course, there's plenty of good videos for that model. You can check out Pace Morby's channel if you want to learn more. And third, you can try something that I like to call the bridge method, where you find properties listed for rent, you can negotiate with the landlord to let you re-rent their property with a sublease contract. And this is going to allow you to become a second landlord without having to buy the property and going into hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. And then you improve the property with better design, amenities, and then you position it as a vacation rental rather than a long-term rental. You then list it, and because you do that, you're going to be able to charge more than a traditional long-term tenant. The guests are going to pay you pay the original landlord, and then the difference is going to be profit to you. Now, I personally use this model for some of my properties, and in fact, I have 7 properties now making me $34,000 per month in cash flow using this exact same model, and that would be a great income for a lot of people in America. And it doesn't take me more than a couple hours per week to manage all of them. So I made a very detailed video about the bridge method a couple months ago that you can check out here. I'm also going to be hosting a free live training about this Sunday, where I'm going to go over in detail how I was able to set up my short-term rentals and also give you a step-by-step blueprint on how you can do the same. If you're interested in that, you can check the description of this video where you can register absolutely for free. So that's it for today's video, and if you want to check out another video that YouTube recommends, check out this video right here.